Here to break down all the big blockbuster hitting the theaters this summer. Rotten Tomatoes certified critic and friend of the show, Sean Chandler. Sean, we appreciate you joining us. Love talking about this. Some highly anticipated movies heading our way in the coming weeks. A few have already been released. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, Lilo and Stitch, a live-action remake from Disney, and superhero movies, always a big draw. What can Marvel and DC fans look forward to this summer? Because that looked absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it is a stacked summer when it comes to movies. When you're talking about superhero movies with Fantastic Four, this is the latest film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's kind of set on its own planet. It's like an alternative 1960s New York City that's this retro future universe. So kind of interesting. And then when it comes to, there's also a Superman movie coming out 2 weeks before Fantastic Four. It's a brand new continuity, brand new Superman actor. It's actually directed by the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. So there's a lot of anticipation to see what is that movie going to be.
You know, there are some legacy franchise sequels hitting theaters as well. Karate Kid, Legends out today. Jurassic World, Rebirth, Freakier Friday. Of course, no summer would be complete without some good horror movies as well to scare us silly. And no summer blockbuster movie, it wouldn't be enough if we didn't see Tom Cruise running, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, just kind of running through those. Karate Kid comes out today, and it's emerging in the 1984 franchise with the Jackie Chan remake from 15 years ago. So kind of a fun mashup. There is a new Jurassic World movie coming out in July that it's part of the continuity, but it's its own kind of thing. Scarlett Johansson stars in it. They're going like on a rescue mission to a test island for dinosaurs. You mentioned Freakier Friday in there. This is a continuation of the one with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis from 20 years ago. So now they're both, Lindsay Lohan's in her 30s, has her own daughter. So making it like 3 generations of swapping going on. In terms of horror, you mentioned I Know What You Did Last Summer. This is a sequel to the original I Know What You Did Last Summer from 25 years ago. Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. are back in this one. And then in a few weeks, we have Megan 2.0. It's a sequel to Megan from a couple years back. And it's kind of like the Terminator 2 of Megan movies, where the evil killer robot from the first movie returns in this film as partnering up with the humans to try and battle an even worse robot out there. And then you said Mission Impossible. Yeah, that one's dropped in theaters. Tom Cruise always delivers. This is the 8th Mission Impossible film. It is the culmination of 30 years of these films. He literally dangles outside of a plane for like 20 minutes in this film. He's completely insane, and he knows what his audiences want, and he knows how to deliver.
And of course, Sean, superhero movies aside, there will be plenty of action for audience members to check out. What about some that are coming out, like you just mentioned, Mission Impossible?
Right. In addition to Mission Impossible, you have one called F1. That is the latest film from the director of Top Gun Maverick, obviously with Tom Cruise. And they're trying to bring that visceral nature of putting the audience in a really fast vehicle that they did with Top Gun Maverick to Formula One racing. It stars Brad Pitt, so there's a lot of excitement to see what they're going to do with the sports genre. Other one is The Ballerina, comes out in just 1 week. This is a spin-off of the John Wick franchise, starring Ana de Armas. It's actually set between John Wick 3 and 4, so Keanu Reeves appears in this film as John Wick, so you can expect a bunch of wild, crazy action in there. That's actually what I'm really excited to check out in just a couple days.
Sean, you have the coolest job on the planet. Probably mine is 1A, 1B here, but you have to watch these to break them down. What are movies or one movie or 2 movies that you want to see this summer that you're just giddy about watching, grabbing that popcorn, taking the family, and being entertained?
The one I'm most excited for is the new Superman movie. I'm an absolute diehard Superman fan. And then it's directed by James Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy, who were like D-list Marvel characters that he made super popular. So if he could do that with D-level Marvel characters, what can he do with Superman? So that's the one that I just can't wait to check out. But there's so many movies in here that for different reasons, I can't wait to see them. There's also a How to Train Your Dragon remake coming out in a week or 2 that I can't wait to see with my family. So man, it is a summer just packed with movies. Whatever you want, sports movie, action movie, family movie, dinosaur movie, comic book movie, there's something for you.
Yeah, and while we were doing this 5 to 6 minute interview, Tom Cruise was still running somewhere. So, Sean Chandler, always a pleasure, man.
Right.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you. Fanchon?